Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bonny and welcome to Bonny Beauty Hub. Hey. So today we're going to talk about the Juvia Place, the Duo Bronzer and their blushes that they've recently come out with. It's been in the market for at least a month now, I think so, if I'm not wrong. And I've seen this all over social media. And I wanted to do a review on this because this is one of the affordable brands that we can find at Ulta. I normally use a dome-shaped brush for my bronzer, so that is what I'm going to use right now. First, let me just try the warmer tone I'm taking. It has a little bit of fallout that I can see over here. Tapping it and look at the pigmentation that it gives me. And now the moment of truth. I see that. Wow. I love the amount of pigmentation that it's giving because it's not too pigmented, because I know that I went really into the bronzer and it is not too pigmented, but it is still pigmented. It's not too pigmented, but it's still pigmented. So this is the type of bronzer that you can use if you have a very heavy hand with bronzer or blushes, and especially for beginners, this is a perfect bronzer. And I love the warm tone that it's giving me. Wow. Wow. So now see, this side, no bronzer. That always makes a difference. So I'm going to take the neutral. I'm going to use it. Should I use the same brush? Yeah, because the placement is all right. So I'm going to use the neutral tone from here. I'm going to take, there's not too much fallout, very little fallout. So it looks neutral. So let's go with the other side. Wow, that is the same amount of pigmentation. Wow, this is really warm, and look at this. So yeah, there is a really good difference with the colors. So now next, because they both look different on my skin now, I will have to, the neutral tone, I would have to use a little bit more because the neutral tone is not seen that much on my skin and I don't like a neutral bronzer. So I'm glad that I have it in the palette. I can still use it as an eyeshadow, but I like the warm tone better. So I'm going to take a little bit of the warm tone and go over this where I use the neutral. And I am always heavy-handed with blush and bronzer. Not that I mind it, because I love a good blush and bronzer. And this is medium, if I haven't said that before. So I love the way the bronzer looks. Let me do another thing. I'm just taking a fluffy brush. I'm first getting into the neutral tone and I'm gonna put it on the creases of my eyelids just to give a little bit dimension. Wow, I like the neutral tone more on my eyelid. See, I have a mirror over here. What am I doing? Okay. Yes, I like the warm tone for my cheeks and I like the neutral tone for my eyelids. This makes a beautiful transition shade. Wow, I'm going really heavy-handed, but no fallouts whatsoever. Wow, so yes, I love the warm tone for my cheeks and I love the neutral tone for my eyelids. And for my eyelids, I went with a really heavy hand. There is a little bit of fallout in the pan itself, a very little bit of fallout. However, when I used it on my eyelids, as I told you, I was going really heavy-handed, but there's no fallout whatsoever. It is looking amazing. I think you can use the neutral tone to carve out your nose as well. It doesn't look bad. Wow, it looks good. This shade is good to carve out your nose as well. I normally don't do that. For me to do a nose contour, it should be something really special. I don't contour my nose that much. Wow, so that is a beautiful color to contour your nose as well. So let me take the blender that I used to blend my concealer and I'm just going over the nose contour so that I can just soften it up. I am loving the bronzer. I am so happy with this shade. I wanted to go a tone darker. I thought medium is going to be very light for my skin tone, but yeah, it is the perfect shade. Now my favorite, the blush. All right, so this also comes with the mirror. It has two peachy colors. One is a coral peachy type, which is a little bit darker, and this is a pinky peach, which is a little bit lighter. The colors are looking a little bit different on the camera, but this has more of a pink in it. It is peachy, but it has more of a pink in it, and this is a proper bright coral peachy color. I'm taking a really fluffy brush because I want to see how pigmented it is. If I take a dense brush, obviously it would pick up a lot of powder and it would show more pigmentation. So I'm taking a very loosely packed brush. I'm first gonna go with the shade, the lighter shade, that is this one. Okay, I can see it on the brush. Wow. Wow. And I'm just gonna go first, because it's a lighter shade, I'm going on the apples of my cheeks. That's pigmented. Oh my God. Wow, and it's so beautiful. Wow. Wow. It is pigmented, but now when I went the second time, I really digged into it. I took nearly 4 or 5 dips in it, and it is pigmented, but it is not punching on your face, the blush. So wow, that looks beautiful. So this is just on the apples of my cheek. Now I'm going to go with a brighter color with the same brush. I'm just taking 2 dips and I'm going on the high points of my cheekbone over here. Oh my God. These colors are beautiful, and it is pigmented. It is slightly more pigmented than the bronzer, and I'm sure that is how a blush should be, but it is still a really good brush. See, I always say blush as a brush. So it is a really good blush for beginners as well. I am loving the way it looks. I love it, love it, love it. All right. Okay, so let me complete my full face of makeup and I'll be right back. Alright, so now that my entire makeup is done, I can talk to you about it a little more in detail. So Juvia's Place, this is a black owned brand. You can find this in Ulta, so you can find it easily, right? So we have Ulta everywhere in the States. Now the bronzer, it comes in 5 different skin tones. It is light, medium, medium dark, dark, and dark tan. Alright, so I'm using the shade medium, and as I told you, this is really good for beginners because it is pigmented, but it is not bang pigmented. It's not like hitting on your face pigmented that you can't do any errors with it. And I'm so happy that they come with 2 tones. One is warm and one is neutral, because it is so good. I love a warm tone for my cheek and I love a neutral tone for my eyelids, for the transition shade. This retails, the bronzer retails for $18, and in Ulta you can always use your $3.50 coupon whenever you make a purchase of $15 and above. So I did use my $3.50 coupon and I got this for $15.91 including the taxes. So including the taxes, I paid $15.91 for this. So far I am loving this bronzer. I love that it comes with a mirror, so it is easy for traveling as well. You can either keep your mirror like this, or you can also keep it like this if you're doing your eyeshadow. So it's really beautiful. It is totally worth the buck. I love it. Now moving on to the blush. I am a sucker for blush all the time. This is a completely matte blush because I don't see any shimmers or glitters in it. This blush retails for $15 and I feel it is more pigmented than the bronzer, and I think that is how a blush needs to be, because you need the pop of color on your skin to look more healthy and glowy. So this blush, it comes in 2 shades. One is a really darker shade, a plummy shade, and this is the peachy and coral shade. So it's called Volume 2 and Volume 1. So this is Volume 2. This retails for $15. It was exactly at the mark where I could use my $3.50 coupon. So I used my $3.50 coupon and I paid somewhere around $12. I don't know the exact amount, which includes the tax as well. So what can I tell about this? It is beautiful. It has the 2 shades. I wore both the shades on my thing, as you saw, and it is pigmented. It is lovely. I love the colors that it has, and yeah, it is so economic. It's easy to find and it is so easy to wear. You can make mistakes with this because it is easily blendable. So if you make a mistake somewhere, you can blend it out and then you can wear it again. So it is really good for beginners as well. So what else can I say? It is so light on your wallet, it's easy to find, and it is so beautiful. Very good for traveling because it has the mirror. One thing that I found a little weird on this is the bronzer. It shows that it has a 12 months shelf life, but the blush, it has a 24 months shelf life. I don't know if they have any difference in the formulation or the ingredients. A total thumbs up from my side. I love the way the formulation is. I love that it doesn't have a lot of fallout, and even if you want to use it on your eyes, it doesn't have a fallout at all. So you can do your entire face of makeup and you can still use it on your eyes. So a total thumbs up from my side for both these products. If you like this review, please make sure to hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.